Oh my gosh, a video without ink. Yes, finally color. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for this color. All those yellows and oranges and purples that are about to show up because I'm just getting ahead of myself, sorry. So, yeah, the end of October happened, and now I'm getting back into what I like to do. Well, not that I don't like ink, but I'm getting back into using color because I love color and color is amazing, and I am so sorry that I took a hiatus from color. Oh gosh, this feels so much better now. Anyway, so my friend hired me to design his senior recital senior recital posters. So this is part of the poster. He wanted me to paint the sunset and then put mountains on it and more elements. And I'm just going to upload these videos in parts because I think you guys would be more interested in the individual elements rather than putting them all together, because that way I can spend more time talking about the individual elements and the techniques that I'm using for this art project, because it's kind of a big project for me. So anyway, let's start with the sunset. So this is my first time drawing a sunset, and my biggest challenge was trying to make sure the colors don't mud up, get all muddy and stuff. And that usually happens not usually, it always happens when you mix complementary colors, especially in watercolors. So if I mix the yellow with the purple, it would turn all yucky. If I mix the red with the green, there's no green, bad example. If I mix orange with blue, it'll get all yucky because they're complementary colors, they're opposite each other on the color wheel, and you don't get these saturated colors. So sunsets usually happen in layers, and I fucked up that. Sorry. I screwed that up. They were supposed to be white, but it wasn't. Anyway, sunsets happen in layers. There's usually the yellow, then it turns to orange, then red, then purple, then blue. So you get that spectrum of just complementary, highly saturated colors. So that's what I was doing. And it was at this point I decided to take a picture of my work and show it to my friend and ask if he liked it. And he's like, "No, I don't like it. There's too much black." And so you will see that I completely start over on a smaller piece of paper because I didn't want to use up the giant piece of paper again, because that just took too much time and used up all my colors. But it's okay. I love my colors. They're so great. I love them so much. Oh well. But yeah, look at all that black. So I thought of doing like a galaxy-like sunset. That's why I was adding all the black, and I thought it would look cool, but in the end I found out it looks a lot better without the black, and because I used all this black, it just didn't look that great. And I'm actually going to take this and do another separate illustration. So anyway, you guys get to watch me paint this sunset all over again. You're welcome. That's what I get for screwing up. Well, it's not that I screwed up, it's that my friend wanted something different. But I think it looked cool. He should have went with this one, but oh well. And you'll actually meet my friend in a future video. We're doing a collaboration with him, which will be fun. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because it's a surprise. And I hope you guys like it. And yeah, so starting over. Yeah, you gotta see me do this shit all over again. And I said a bad word. I'm going to start saying bad words. I am sorry if you don't like that, but I don't know. I just have a potty mouth, I guess. I'm sorry. But I'm an adult and I can say these things. Alright. Anyway, working on the sunset. So he wanted more of the yellows and the reds and some of the purples. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding more reds and more yellows and oranges and more purples. And I think the sunset turned out a little bit better. It's a lot more saturated now, which I like. I love the saturated colors. It just makes me all happy inside. So cool. And I did get to add some of the stars in the end because you can see stars at the sunset sometimes. I'm trying to remember if I did. Yeah, I can see stars at sunset sometimes. Not as much, and they're not as scattered. They're more scattered. They're not as condensed because it's whatever. It has something to do with science that I don't know about because I'm stupid. But it's okay. Just adding all these colors in the sky. It looks so pretty. Oh, I love it. So after I do the sunset part, I start working on the midground, which is going to be like these mountains and this valley And it's all going to be painted in black. Yeah, and here we go. Just getting like the rough outline of the mountains. If I don't like it, well, too bad. It's already on the paper. And I can just work with it somehow, I guess. I didn't want the mountains to be too steep, I guess. I don't know. And I thought of adding some yellow just to add some color. It stays a little bit kind of towards the end, but it just gets covered up anyway because of the foreground, because of the mountains, or the blackness of the mountains. The reason I'm painting the mountains in black, it contrasts really well. Another thing is that this is a poster, so there's going to be text and type, and my air conditioner just turned on, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so there's going to be typography to, you know, give all the details of the poster. So I had to do something solid like black so I can do the text in white or some other saturated color so that it sticks out a lot better. So that's kind of like something you have to think about when you're making a painting or an illustration for a design or for a graphic design. So that's just something that I have to deal with and that I do deal with. And yeah, hopefully my friend likes it. He is paying for this, so I kind of have to do what he wants, kind of, to some extent. But I hope he does. I send him like reference photos of what it might look like, so hopefully he knows what he's getting into. And then after this, I'm doing a separate illustration. It's more crisp because it is just a Copic illustration that's going to be used for the foreground, and that one's going to be in color. It's going to be saturated, and you'll see it. It'll be magical. Just magical. So I'm excited for that. So at this point, I'm kind of experimenting with different colors, just adding like purples and blues and stuff. Like I thought there could be a lake or something down here, but it didn't really work out, and I just ended up covering it all in black later because I didn't think this stuff through, because I didn't really want to. I don't know, I was just going for more of the process, just the gestures and everything of making work, and I think it looks great. I like doing landscapes. It's really fun. I'm not that good at it. Well, I can be, but it's just, I don't know. I like drawing people too. I just like drawing everything. So this is the point where I'm like, hey, I could use ink. Ink works perfectly. Yes, the blackness. It's black like my soul. Blah ha 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 ha. And this is when everything is just like, aha, everything's so much better now. I love it, and it's great. And yeah, have a party. I kept the yellow there, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I like the yellow there. It looks weird. Let's try painting it over lightly with the black. And although as lightly as I tried to make it, it didn't really work. But hey, I'll deal with it. It'll be dealt with. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of my little drawing thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed this video. It's a really pretty illustration, a really pretty sunset, and yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.